What's up, everybody, and welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about my Olympia picks. Yep, who I'm going to pick to win the Mr. Olympia. And we're seeing this time and time again. I keep getting people on the comment section talking about Big Ramy or Rami. I'm not even sure how to say this guy's name yet. His name is actually like Mahaladula something. He's got a big Egyptian name. And they're picking him to win. Oh, he's going to win, he's going to win. And other people are flat out saying, this is Kai's year. Kai's going to win. And everybody says, well, Phil's going to lock on it till 2018. That's when he's going to retire. And then people are saying, well, you know, Cutler can't make a comeback. He's not going to make it to the stage. He may make it to the stage. Who knows? Here's my take on the winner, okay? The actual winner of the Mr. Olympia. Not who's going to be there, who's not. A 100% on, in-conditioned, shredded, dry Jay Cutler beats a 100% Kai Green, 100% Phil Heath, 100% Big Ramy, Dennis Wolf. He beats all of them. He's done it over and over again. Now, none of these guys that I'm talking about who he's competed against in the past have improved. None of them. And Jay's been out of the game for a year, so he hasn't improved. So basically, even if nobody has improved and they all still nail it, it's the same outcome as before. It's the same thing that happens before. Jay's still better than them, and he always has been, unless he had the injury. So let's take him aside, because I do think that if he comes at 100%, he's going to win. Bottom line. Phil Heath. Now, Phil, size-wise, he's not as big as some of the other guys. But him and Kai, well, Kai came down to try to match him in size last year. So the thing that Phil has going for him is that crazy shape. And I just saw a picture of him last night. His forearms look like they put a softball underneath. I'd never seen it. It looked like a hand, like this. Like, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And his face, you know, he's got the hard look in his face already and stuff. And this is only the last few weeks. I saw him was bloated like 2 weeks ago. He looks great already. You know, he's going to bring in that dry, crisp conditioning with the fullness, but you have the bigger Jay Cutler and the bigger Kai Green. Kai Green's coming in bigger now, too. So Phil's actually going to be a smaller guy on the stage this year because he can't play that size game, because he will actually get too much muscle in his frame because of the way his skeletal structure is, that he'll look weird. He'll lose that pop. He'll lose that edge that he has, which is the shape and the condition. So he's going to play the condition game now. Could the judges go with the condition game? That's fine, but I conditioned Jay Cutler in the past has also beaten the conditioned Phil Heath. So that's the thing, is Phil lost a little bit of the conditioning last year trying to play the size game. If he plays the size game, he loses that condition, Jay's still going to be bigger and drier. That's how it works. Now Kai is like a chameleon. He can be bigger, he can be smaller, he can be drier, he can be leaner, he can be cross-striated, he has all these different things going for him. What package he decides to put together, I think personally he's about $299 right now, 3 weeks off from the Olympia. So he's playing the size game again, because the people know Jay are coming back. Last year Jay was out. It wasn't a size thing. It was a symmetry. Have as much size as you can, but not look goofy. And conditioning. This year, because Jay's coming back, they know he brings freaky size, freaky conditioning. Symmetry's not the best, but 2-to-1, he wins, okay? So now Kai says, well, I'm going to go back up and win again. So he's bigger, harder, trying to come with this flatter midsection. So he's going more towards that size game. So to me, I see Jay and Kai being compared together, and Phil kind of being like, well, we'll compare him, but he's not like those two physiques. Now we're going to bring in Big Ramy. Those are the first three that I have for the top three. Big Ramy. I see Ramy in 4th or 5th place walking in, simply because he's going to outsize a lot of people and bring better condition than he did at the New York Pro. However, when he stands on stage with the Olympians, it's going to be very clear what his weaknesses are, and the fact that he doesn't have an Olympian physique yet. He is a top 5 in the world? Absolutely. Is he the Mr. Olympia? Not yet. The conditioning that he lacks, he may not actually be able to have. That's the thing, is some of these guys, like Jay, it doesn't matter how big he gets, he's still conditioned. Now people are saying, oh, he needs more muscle maturity, more muscle maturity. Well, when Cutler was 22 years old, he already had more muscle maturity than this guy. So it's possible that Ramy may never get that maturity like Ronnie Coleman had. Ronnie was big like that, but separated. But he does bring size, symmetry, and he's lean enough to make the top 5. So, you know, where do I see him fitting in? Maybe 5th. 4th, honestly, I would like to see Dennis Wolf pull it off. He's big, he's aesthetic, he's hard, he's got great shape, great look to him, he's a good poser. Problem is, Dennis always comes in a little bit off. Something happens last minute that screws up his prep, and you know, at that point he's trying to either fill out or suck back down, or something's going on. But I'd like to see him in the top 5. So top 5 are all going to be big guys. That's my personal opinion. Philly being the smallest one, and rounding out the top 7 or 8, I'd say Dexter Jackson's going to be in there. Branch Warren's going to be in there. I do see Kuklo being in the top 8, maybe 8th. I don't know where Roden's going to fit in, and Sean Roden has a nice physique, but the mass monsters are coming, and they're bringing conditioning again this year too. So, Sean's a little bit smooth all the time, has great shape, and lacks the mass, especially from the rear shots. So, at that point, where does he fit in? Nobody's really going to know until they put him on stage, but my top 3 in any order, depending on who nails and who doesn't, is going to be Cutler, Kai, and Phil. Whoever's on is going to win, whoever's off is going to lose, and everybody else is going to trickle down throughout there. Now, Carrie and I are actually going to the Olympia, which I've already talked to some of you guys about going. Some of you live out there, some of you are going, so it's going to be cool to meet up with some of you guys there. But this is probably going to be Jay's last Olympia. Is he going to put 110% into it? No doubt. Is Phil going to put 110% to try to stop him and prove that he deserves the title? Absolutely. Is Kai going to? We've seen Kai in the last year. We saw him at the Pittsburgh. We saw him at the Arnold in the Pittsburgh. Was the Arnold? Maybe just the Pittsburgh. He was already in shape at the Pittsburgh. That was in May. So, bottom line is, whoever's going to nail it, like I said, is going to win. But I would like to see Jay take it, just for personal reasons. Become the second time that he won the title back. Make history again. Retire on that. Shake Phil's hand. Hopefully Phil, I don't think Phil is going to be beaten after Jay leaves. Honestly, I think as long as Phil stays on track, he's going to continue to be Mr. Olympia until somebody freaky comes out that has his shape, conditioning, size, is bigger than him, and has all his attributes on a bigger frame. That's just my personal opinion. So we'll see how it plays out. And I'm not a betting man, so I could be 100% wrong with this. There's no doubt. BioStrengthTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostrengthtraining.com is the blog. I'm BioS3, and I approve this message. And wear Olympia Bicep out.